Hello everyone, welcome to day 5 of 15 days of DAX. Today we are going to discuss about math functions. These functions help in performing numerical transformations, rounding operations and other mathematical calculations essential for financial and analytical reporting. The first function is round. It rounds a number to a specific number of decimal places. Rounded sales is equal to round sales amount rounded to two decimal places. It uses standard rounding rules. 0.5 point 0.5 and above rounds up, otherwise rounds down. It is useful for financial reporting where decimal precision is required. The use case of this function is to display sales amounts rounded to two decimal places. The next function is ceiling function. It rounds a number to the nearest multiple of a specified significance. Ceiling value is equal to ceiling sales amount 10. The ceiling function always rounds up to the nearest specified multiple. It is useful for setting price thresholds and grouping numerical values. The use case of this function is to round up sales amounts to nearest 10 for simplified reporting. Next, we have floor function. It rounds a number down to the nearest multiple of specified significance. The floor function always rounds down to the nearest specified multiple. It is useful when working with unit measurements or price groupings. The use case is to determine lower boundary of sales amounts in predefined intervals. Next is abs function. It returns the absolute positive value of a number. Absolute change is equal to abs sales profit. It removes the sign from a number. Negative values become positive. It is commonly used in variance calculations to compare absolute differences. The use case is to calculate absolute profit or loss ignoring the sign. The last function we are going to see is mod function, which returns the remainder of a number after division. Remainder is equal to mod sales amount 3. The use case of this function is to identify every third transaction in a data set. Let's look at the challenge for day 5. You need to calculate the highest multiple of 10 for each product's sales amount. Create a calculated column that rounds up the sales value to a nearest multiple of 10. So to solve this, we use ceiling function, which rounds up the sales value to the nearest multiple of 10. This is the output example. 243 will become 250, 198 will be 200, 507 will become 510. So basically, this function ensures the sales values are adjusted to the nearest higher multiple of 10. Now let's see the implementation of these functions in Power BI Desktop. I have the sales transactions table, and here I have created a table visual with some measures which we are going to see one by one. So the first one is rounded sales. Rounded sales will round the sales column by a decimal which we specify. 1305.67 will become 1305.7, which you can see here. It will round the numbers by one decimal place. The next function is ceiling function, ceiling of sales column. So 1305.67 will become 1310. It will be the nearest multiple of 10. If we enter 100 here, it will round up to the next 100. When I click on enter, you can see that 1305.67 became 1400. Similarly, 725 is 800, 458 is 500, and so on. The next function is floor function, which is the opposite of ceiling function. So 1305.67 became 1300. The next function is absolute profit. This function will just remove the negative signs. If a number is negative, that will become positive. The last function is mod, which will basically give us the remainder of the specified column, dividing it by the number that we enter in this function. In this case, it is 3. So quantity column, the remainder when we divide it by 3 is 0. And the remainder when we divide it by 4 is 1. Okay everyone, that is all in this video. I hope you found this video useful. Thank you for watching and I will see you in the next one.